So, the omens. So, this section here. Why is my chair always in the wrong place? This section here is going to be pretty. That's a bit better. Wait, no. It's going to be a bit short because, to be honest, most of the things I want to talk about is in the spoilers. But the way that you still have the certain people in this, which I like, obviously certain people couldn't exist, which is everyone who, there's 3 people who did die in the first one, which is 4 horsemen. Not in this, death still around, but war, disease, and not plague, pollution, not around. I think it's good for what season 1 was, but I feel like it's interesting if they would have been like, and then come back as different people. But I gotta get them. But here's the thing. So a lot of the things that I want to talk about are positives, are really good things. So I'm going to get it out of the way and talk about the one thing which I did not like about this. So before I say this is not me comparing this to Squid Games at all. This is a fantasy fictional series where the idea of gods existing is just an accepted fact, and God and the devil have regular talks to each other. That's not the point. And comparing it to Squid Game, which is a more realism-based game, but has a game where you play tournaments and there's a tournament thing, but not the thing that I'm going to talk about because it's not relevant to this, right? So, why do I bring it up? Because the way that I think a lot of people saw sort of season 2 of the Squid Games, where season 1 is a good rounded story and season 2 feels like it's leaving off a bit for the season 3, which makes sense because the second game doesn't end in season 2, it ends in season 3. So basically you get 2 years of games, season 1 and season 2 to 3. This feels the same. Good Omens season 1 is a full story. Obviously you have season 2, that is canonical. That happened. That was a thing. You could not say otherwise. That is a fact. But season 2 doesn't feel like a complete season. It feels like it's going, here's what we've done here, and now here's the things for season 3. The reason why I say this is one of the reasons why I like it is basically the God and the devil and the Antichrist. That's one of the things I liked about season 1. It's one of the funnest parts, the idea that they got the wrong kid, etc., etc. And it felt like the kid was going to be maybe something in season 1, right? And I feel like they might bring him in during season 3. I don't think season 3 is even out. I don't even know if they're doing a season 3. Let me just check. They're doing on my computer, which is this way. This way. Good. Oh. Good, it was one of the top songs. Yeah, it's releasing this year, May 16th. So it's not that far away from when it's being released. But they do this thing about major spoilers. This is the spoiler section, but major spoilers. The sort of second coming, which is usually referred to as Jesus, which could be really good as a person who's technically a this and that, sort of like would be a good dynamic. But I think there's also a chance that he's just gone. He's just not here anymore. But I don't know if he is, and I feel like that would be a fact. But yeah, because season 1 was good because of that, because of the end of the world, because a group of somewhat people who lived a normal life was sort of like introduced into the fantasy. And I'm not saying this is bad because of it. I'm just saying I feel like some of the stuff that was in season 1 I would have like to see a bit more of. Wow, here's the thing. I do like what they did. I just don't think it feels connected. Like, legitimately, if someone said, by the way, there's a series and did this under a new name, and I'd be like, oh, it has similar vibes to Good Omens Season 1. But it does feel a lot different. Because this has, one, Gabriel breaking away. You have the Speaker of God. And I like the idea that you're having Gabriel and Beelzebub have a relationship. And I love it. I also like the idea that he was like, so the end of the world, that's not happening. Oh, we'll talk about it. And then they both just start talking to each other and then just hanging out, and then it becomes more, and it's hilarious. But they just start becoming like, so we're a thing. And I also like the idea that this fly, I legitimately probably didn't see that. Well, I probably shouldn't see that coming, because I think I did hear something about, like, yeah, there's a fly that exists. So I knew the fly was imported. I didn't know how. So I didn't predict the fly is his memories, which is interesting and I think is clever. It also works very much with Beelzebub being insect themed. And I definitely think bringing the two people who are going to be like, we're going to start, and then they're just be like, yeah. I also like how it ended, where the demon wanted to reach out and maybe become something more, and the angel going, we can go to heaven. And how it ended with someone driving away and someone basically going up this sort of thing side by side with the credits in between, and like sort of like it just being like, is very good, and one of the reasons why it doesn't feel complete, because it feels like, mind me saying a very bad thing, it feels like the, and it actually would work in this case. I think it's like 1/3 breakup, or like where the two people break up in like a third, in like the third way through the film, and they break up and they don't talk to each other. I think it's really interesting, and I do love it. So I've been saying this, like, I've been not liking it. To be fair, I like it. I like the idea of like the memory loss, trying to figure out how that is, and the trying to be like, okay, so we need to hide the fact that we did this great thing, because realistically it's kind of confusing. And I like the idea whereas like this is actually Gabriel being like, I'm Gabriel, be like, go away, you random idiot. It's like, yeah, we hid Gabriel from all of you. That was the thing. It's just hilarious. But they're like, hey, you're not Gabriel. It's like, no, he is. You just getting blocked. So there is so much good in this. And you still do get the normal people thrown into magic sort of again with the two people. And I like how the whole thing's built on like, oh, they get a relationship and fall off. It's like, yeah, we're gonna like just talk and be friends. I just came out of a relationship. I'm not gonna just immediately get into no one. Whereas like, that's the ending. I was like, valid, fair. It is fun. It is entertaining, and sort of them sort of like having this connection and that connection, sort of becoming more not romantically connected, but more connected. Well, these two romantically connected, and it is interesting. I don't know what we're going to do to season 3. They're definitely going to do something with the second coming of Jesus and that. I don't know if they're going to then bring the Antichrist here. That will be something. So yeah. Generation Y. This is going to be next. I hope you enjoy this. It is one of the things that's going to build us up to something else. But yeah. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like this video. I'm excited to review this tomorrow. And yeah. I don't know why I'm being like, I feel like I need to say something. But yeah. This video has been, sorry for it being mixed feelings of the series. It's just complicated. But yeah. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like this video. I hope you comment. And good night.